we were in a pretty comfortable position about a month ago, and you know, we've just had some misfortunes. I feel like we've performed well enough to securely be in by points, and I can't say we've performed well enough to be real confident coming in here to, you know, that we're going to be one of the cars to beat. But I will follow that up also with the amount of hard work that Alan and the team, everyone at Hendrick, you know, has been putting into the effort from you know, for this weekend especially, but you know, going forward as well. And I'm pretty happy with the car. So, you know, I think we've got a shot at doing that. And no matter what, you know, we realize it's important for us to execute really well this weekend to put a great result out there on the track to get those points we need to go to Richmond and be a little more comfortable anyway. I don't. Other than a win this weekend, Richmond's going to be stressful, but the good news is we've dealt with it before.
We'll go to Steve, Viv, and Tom.
Steve Richards with PRN. Jeff, what were your impressions when you first came into this place and saw the track?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I probably, this is one of those tracks, sort of like Bristol, where when you hear about the track, there's more of people trying to scare you and you know, put this fear in you of, oh man, Darlington, boy, that's a tough track, and you run right up next to the wall, man, that place is going to get your attention, the Darlington stripe. So you come into it going, oh man, I got to watch myself here, and then you go out there and you know, you either like it or you don't, and I loved it right away. You know, I loved running up near the fence, and I think had I not raced at places like Salem and Winchester in the midgets and the sprint cars, this track would have probably been a little bit more intimidating. But you know, it fit my style. Our cars were good. I really enjoyed, you know, right from the beginning racing at this track. So I think it was really more of what people were saying about it that stuck out in my mind prior to me coming here than when I actually got a chance to race here.
So the first time you slapped the wall, it was okay?
I don't remember the first time I slapped it. You know, I mean, I feel like I mean, I can remember some moments when I got into it that I feel like cost me the race or almost cost me the Winston Million when we won that. I can certainly remember those. But the first time I got into it, you know, it didn't stand out to me. I mean, I feel like one of the reasons we've been so successful here is the lack of the Darlington stripe on my car when the races are over. You know, I mean, I feel like that's, and I was actually talking to Jeff Gluck about this earlier when I was being interviewed with him about, you know, for me, one of the reasons I think I excelled at this track, you don't come here and at least back, you know, when with the old surface and the cars with less downforce in them, even less than what we have this weekend, you didn't attack this track. It wasn't about being aggressive. It was about being patient. It was about finesse. It was about not overdriving it, and, you know, and having a car in one piece at the end of the day. And usually the ones that had the fenders on it were the ones that were most competitive at the end of the day. And I feel like that's one of the things that I've done, you know, really well throughout my career. And it's also one of the reasons why I haven't been as competitive in the last 10 years, because that's not the way you do it today. You know, these days you're aggressive. From the time they drop the green, the cars have tons of downforce, the tires don't fall off, you just go for it. Now this weekend I think it's going to go back a little bit to the old school way of Darlington, and I hope that suits, you know, my style and what we have as a race team.